Welcome to Interactive Animation in Games Lesson 3. Today we're introducing three new codes. It's ellipses, fill, and rect. So I want you to go ahead and put these in your notebook and start thinking about what do you think they could mean. All right, over in code.org, Lesson 3, bubble number 1. It wants you to make a prediction. Take a look at this code. What do you think you will be drawn? Where do you think it will be drawn? Remember, you can go over to Show Grid and it will show you the grid to help you with your locations. Pause the video now and go ahead and fill out your answer. All right, so you will have filled out your answer. Press Run, and here is the rectangle. So the rectangle, if you go here, 100, 100, notice this is not centered. The rectangle will always be placed in the start from the top left-hand corner of the rectangle. Bubble number 2. Here is the same line of code from the previous level. Change the number inside the blocks. Then try running the program again. Try to place the rectangle near the bottom right of the screen. Go ahead and pause the video and give it a try. All right, so if you hit run right now, it is in the same spot as last time. So what we want to do is we want to change our code. Take a look at your mouse. Take a look at your X and Y. We want it in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. We're going to put it on this intersection, 350, 350. If you put 400 and 400 and go, why didn't it appear? It's because if you put 400, 400, then yours started right here, so it was off of the screen. Go ahead, hit finish, and we're on to bubble number 3. Place two rectangles exactly in the corners of the screen, just like the picture. You will need to drag out a second rect block. So make sure you take a look at the picture over here. It wants it in the top left-hand corner and the bottom right-hand corner. Right now, if we hit run, it is not in the right spot. So first, we want two rectangles. So now you have two rectangles. We want it in the top corner. You can always show grid. What are the coordinates for the top left-hand corner? That's right, it is 0, 0. All right, and you already put one in the last problem in the bottom left-hand corner. It's 350, 350. Make sure your work is right and then hit finish and continue. All right, do this. Look at the code that sets the color. Show me where. If you hit show me where, it's going to highlight it for you. Change the color from blue to yellow. Let's go ahead and run the program so we can see what we got. We have two squares. We don't want blue squares, we want yellow squares. So you can click the down arrow and hit yellow. Now, if the color you want is not here, you can feel free to also type it in, or if you just want to type rather than use the drop-down arrows, you can. But we want yellow. The new, change to yellow, add a new square, just like the image. So here is the image. So we need a new square right there. Go ahead and do show grid. Figure out where you want your square. So about 100, 200. Add another block. 100, 200, and we now have another square. Now, why are all the squares yellow? Because we tell it it's yellow first. If we did not tell it it was yellow first, then they revert to their gray state. You must do the color first, then the shape. It's kind of like dipping your paintbrush into the paint before you put it on the paper. If you don't put the paint on the paintbrush, then it will not change the color, and you cannot paint. Number 5. Do this. Look at the code that draws the two rectangles. The first is drawn red and the second is drawn blue. Change the red rectangle to the color green. All right, so change the red to green. Change the order of the code so that the green rectangle appears on top. So we want the green to overlap the blue. Now, do not just switch the colors, because what's going to happen if you switch the colors? Let's take a look. If you switch the colors, you're going to have green on the bottom. Yes, it overlaps, but it is not like the picture. So let's change it back. All right, I'm going to show you a trick here. If you click your mouse, you can highlight more than one block at the same time, and then we can flip them. Now our green block is in the correct place, our blue block is in the correct place, and the green overlaps the blue. Hit finish and continue. Level number 6, bubble number 6. All right, let's take a look at this and let's take a look at what it has. We have our teal circle. Look at the code that makes the ellipse. Add a new ellipse of a different color. All right, so we're going to drag over an ellipse block. All right, it's already at the same spot here, and we want a different color, so we need a fill color. Remember, you put it above where you want it to change color. If we were to put our fill block up here, let's take a look. That would change them both to yellow. It kind of negates your teal command. So you want to make sure you put it at the start of where you want it to start a different color. All right, and it's yellow. Let's try, it's orange in their example, so let's do orange. All right, and now we have an orange block. You can type in colors that are not in this drop-down menu. All right, you will continue to do 7 and 8 on your own. There are 5 parts of 7 and 1 question for 8. All right, and I look forward to seeing you in our next lesson, lesson 4.